Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to It's Giving Review with your host Tina
and Johna, and we're here to give you the latest scoop on all things entertainment. From the latest TV shows and movies, our favorite restaurants and bars, and everything in between.
We're here to give you all the tea. So sit back, listen in, and let's get to it. What's up, good people? Welcome back to It's Giving Review with Tina. I'm here with Johna, and we are going to review Love is Blind season 4. And this season was very insane so far because we're just so captivated and we love it, and it's exciting, and it's everything that I'm hoping for. And I hope there's way more love this season than there was in the other season. But this one has a little more drama. There's some people that I liked automatically and some people that I hated automatically. So I feel like we should just get into it. Like the main characters, like there was obviously like 30 people that initially went into Love is Blind, I think, as like candidates, I guess, for love. But some of those people didn't make it. But the main ones are fucking dope. Like they're so good. So we can't wait to talk about them. Who do you want to start with? Because I really want to start with Tiffany and Brett.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So there's 5 main couples that.
Well, we're gonna start in the pods. What happened in the pods?
Absolutely. Yep. There was like 5 main couples though: Tiffany and Brett, Kwame and Chelsea, Jackie and Marshall, Mika and Paul, and Zach and Irina. And they are all fucking characters. Like I love all of
them. Tiffany and Brett. What I like about Tiffany is Tiffany came into it kind of like, okay, I'm older, I'm 36, like I'm ready to settle down, I'm trying to find love for real. And actually all the cast, they're all kind of in their 30s, which I love because I'm in my 30s, and I think a lot of us that are we're single and we're all, you know, doing the online dating thing. So I felt Tiffany so much when she was like, I don't know, I'm 36. Like I haven't dated somebody for like 10 years. My last relationship lasted maybe 2 years. Like same boat, right? Like you know, my last relationship was probably about 2 years. And then that was like what, 8 years ago or something. It's been a long time. So I felt her, and Brett was the same way. And you know, I was just like, okay, they're both gonna vibe. And I knew that they would, and they did automatically. They were like the first couple that was like ready to like just leave together. So
they were
their
like,
story is so cute too. The way that they vibed and some of the things they talked about.
That's what real love looks like. Okay, oh my God, I just threw my whole jacket. But they are real love. Oh my God, I instantly was just like, they are so deep. They're so passionate. Like, this is what love is all about, really trying to find your person. And I, like, some of my notes is that I wrote down was they were both saying they want a partner and an equal and a soulmate. And like, that's everything. Because I think a lot of people are looking for like a specific person. They got to have this job. They got to have this kind of car. They got to look this way. Like
this degree.
Exactly. Like, so many superficial things. And it's like, no, like what it's all about is finding your person and like just someone you can live your life with, because that's everything.
Yeah. So with Brett, I feel like he's cool as fuck because he came from nothing, right? His story was like he came from nothing. He liked to draw. I think that was like his escape, right? Like just coming from nothing, all he did was like draw, and you know, that helped him. Passion. Like, yeah. And I guess he started posting on social media and eventually got picked up by Nike somehow and worked his way up through the chain, and now he's like a director there. And so no degree, no nothing, just a kid who liked to draw, and now he works for one of the biggest companies in sports, I guess.
Heck yeah, the biggest footwear company. Right. Like I was just blown away by
and he's story. Cute. Sorry, but Brett is I mean, he's fine. So I was like, I think he's the finest.
We're all thinking it.
Yeah, all thinking like Brett is the finest motherfucker on that show. Like he's tall, dark, handsome. He still got hair on his head. No offense.
Not the hair.
He still got hair on his head. Shit, he got his little chin strap going. He's cute. He's fine. I'm here for him.
I'm glad.
If I didn't know, like honestly, I feel like if I was there's 2 people that I think that I would have like really vibed with. Brett would have been one because I loved his story. how he got to where he was, and I would have been like, oh yes, he's fine, like
And a
I love his
beautiful
story.
person.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that he would definitely, girl, top of my list. He would have been right there at the top.
Yeah.
So I love him and Tiffany too, because Tiffany seems like kind of like she's always just kind of had her shit together. She kind of book. She's like by the books. Like she was looking for a man, like probably with a degree. She kind of mentioned that.
Yeah.
But she heard his story and she fell for him. But she seems like, I mean, she's like a client recruiter or something. That's a good career.
Yeah.
We know, like it's a pretty good career to have.
Yeah. She's a whole woman.
She's a whole woman. Yeah. She got a booty too. She got a little juicy booty. She's cute.
Her. I loved her so much. I absolutely loved his story as well. He said something, one of the stories that he told her was like, he had his lights off and they didn't have water, and he was like embarrassed to invite his friends over. And I was just like, damn, like just what a hard life he's had. And like, he's still so humble and just like such a great person. Like when you go through so much, I think that just makes you even more beautiful to me, to like go through it and like come out and like meet that goal, or like triumphant. I don't know what the word is, but like
he had a creator mentality. He didn't have a victim mentality, and I love that. Like he decided, I will not be like that. So he created a new story for himself, and he's obviously been through a lot with experiencing death with his brother. So he's felt what that's like, and I think that's also a part of helping to mature you as an adult going through hard lessons in life, like learning death, because we're not prepared for it, right? Like nobody prepares you for that. So he's got some things under his belt that helped him mature and get life skills. And so I love that about Brett. And Tiffany is so compassionate. She's just very compassionate. She's a good listener. She did fall asleep a bit. I mean, listen, she's 36. I would fall asleep too. Her, actually, the way that when she said like how she fell asleep, she's like, your voice was so soothing, and like she got caught up in like the feelings and the love, and like she fell asleep like with a smile on her face, right? Like it was like she was dreaming, like this is real, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like she had a really good excuse, and I'm not mad at her at all. Like I know some people were like, I can't believe she did that. That's rude. No, it's not. It's not. Like when you're talking to people, they were literally talking to each other almost 24 fucking 7. That's what they did all day long. Yeah. Like that's exhausting to do. So I feel her for falling asleep. Like she was talking to him a lot. Like that, I felt like that shouldn't have been a big deal. I know Brett was a little upset, and he was like kind of caught off guard. Like she really fell asleep, but like
I was scared. I was like, he better not break up with her.
For right. I was scared. I thought he was going to too. I was like, oh no. I was like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. But he didn't. He was like, cool. He heard her out, and she had a really good explanation. And no, we get fucking tired, okay? We get tired.
Yeah. So, you need a little nap sometimes.
Yeah. You need a nap. So she needed her little beauty sleep. She got that. So we're here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for Tiffany and Brett.
They're my absolute favorite. So I'm like loving them and just their passion for each other. Later on, I think also they just continue. Like when they first met each other, like he ran to her. That was fucking cute as fuck.
He was so emotional.
The kiss was everything. Like they kissed. She grabbed his face. He grabbed her face.
They had a nice lip lock. I loved it.
You can feel it.
I could feel it. That was a good lip lock.
I felt it.
It was good touch. It was not awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in shock, like his face, and she was like smiling the whole time, like, oh my God, your dimples, you're so cute. Like, I think they both were like instantly attracted to each other. He knew she'd have a great smile. She does have a great smile.
Yes. When he said, you make other people happier.
Oh yeah, her personality. He's like, I just knew that when people come around you, they're just happy, and it's the energy. Like he knew that. So true with Tiffany, because you can feel that even just through watching her, just outside of talking to Brett. Like she's got like a happy, optimistic energy. Yeah. So I feel that for her.
I agree.
I really, I love her.
So we're team Tiffany and Brett.
Right. That's our number one couple that we really want to throw. And honestly, the whole cast of Love Is Blind wants them to to fucking make it, because I think they're all looking at them to like the leaders right now.
Everyone's rooting
and
for them.
And yeah, that makes sense to me. I mean, they're mature, they got their shit together, like they were ready for love. They both are attracted to each other. Like, hell yeah. Yes.
They're a perfect match for
Tiffany and Barrett. Love you guys.
I love them so much too. Okay.
Second.
The next couple was motherfucking full of drama. Kwame and Chelsea. And I feel like we just have to talk about them because right from the pods, like they hit it off, but he also hit it off with someone else. This is our first love triangle.
What did you think about Chelsea when you first met her, before she even had an interaction with Kwame?
I absolutely loved her.
Did you?
Absolutely loved her. She was just confident. She was like, I'm here. I'm serious. I'm trying to find somebody real. Like, I didn't get no games from her. She ain't here to play no games. And
you know,
I love that.
The weird thing is when Chelsea first came on screen and I saw her and how she was talking, I didn't actually feel like I liked her. I was like, girl, like you, like she came off a little too like, I don't know if it was strong or whatever. I don't know. I was just kind of like, relax, take a seat. But once I got to know her more with her interaction with Kwame, I was like, well, one, she seems like a really great person. I think she's in it for the right reason. She has a great body too. I don't know what kind of fitness shit that bitch be doing, but she got a really good body.
Share your routine, sis.
Yeah, like seriously, because I was like, when I said, oh shit, I like her little fitness clothes. She got a cute body. And yeah, I just felt like she's like, I started to see more of her and how caring she is. Like she's also a great listener. Like a lot of these women are really great listeners. The men did have a lot of unpacking that they're doing, but these women are listening and they're here for it. And I do like that about Chelsea now. Initially, I was kind of like, take a seat. And then I was like, no, actually, hold up. Like, I like you. You're real. You're coming with it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and what about Kwame? First impression.
So wait, before you jump to Kwame, also one of the first things that she said was she packed 21 pairs of shoes.
Oh, right. Yes, she sure did.
I was like, I'm a sneakerhead and fashion shoes. Like, I'm here for it. And low-key, she's the freshest one on the whole show.
She really is.
I'm just gonna say it. Like, she had these cute ass blazers and she always has like really cute dresses. She just looks really well put together. She's a real woman too. She's like my second favorite. So
that's a Taurus. I think she's a Taurus. I definitely think that they're put together, very classy women.
That makes sense. They like the finer things in life.
The finer things, yeah. So I'm here for Chelsea and her Taurus vibes and all that class that she's got going on. She's cute. Love her so much.
Kwame.
You know what's funny? Viral. With Kwame, when we first met him, I was like, ew, like,
because how he looks.
Yeah, I was just like, like he's like. Oh, also he was kind of boring to me too. Like I felt bored with him. I didn't like how he came into the room. Like when he came in the room with Chelsea, he was all like, or Micah or whoever. He was like, yeah, I'm here to bring the vibes and you're here to put a smile on my face. I was like, mother, ain't nobody here to do shit for you. Like, don't come in here with all that. I was already mad. I was like, let me see. So
you didn't feel him?
I wasn't at first. And now I'm really not. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I actually really liked Kwame. Like he told his whole story, how he was like, let me see what my notes said. He was like no, he played a sport. I think he was like an old soccer player or something and got injured.
Yeah.
And like Chelsea was all like, it's okay. I bet that's really hard to transition. Like he seemed really sweet. He seemed really loving. I liked him. Like I thought he was a really good person and he gave off a good vibe. But the problem with him was he fell in love with two people. So that's why I said he's the first love triangle. And that's a big red flag for me. Is like, you know your person. How are you in love with two people? Like one of them has to pull you. And I feel like he felt torn the whole time. Like he liked Chelsea. She was dope as fuck. And it was perfect and too easy. And he liked the cat and mouse, right? Like the chase of Micah, because she was interesting, I guess, too, and kind of deep with him too.
Do you think you can love two people at the same time?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely not.
Superficially?
Absolutely not.
Not even superficially? You don't think that
Nope.
you don't think you had a strong connection which could feel like love with both of them, maybe?
I definitely think you can be connected to more than one person. And especially in this context. Remember, they're all new, they're all getting to know each other. So I could see, and it's super rushed, right? They're probably only in there for like a couple weeks, I think, trying to do this quick speed dating. So it could be confusing. I feel for him. I just like him. So it sucks. He probably was torn.
So when men say, well, I love two women, that's all cap.
I think
Because I've been hearing men say, like, I don't know, I just love two women. Like, I love her and I love her. You know how men, I love her and I love her. I don't know which one, so I'm gonna keep messing with them both. Like, is that cap?
I
They
think
just
like
playing.
I think you love somebody and the other person is filling a little void. It's like a fixer, like a quick something. Like maybe emotionally your
That's
person
what I
ain't there for
feel.
you,
That's
and
what
this
I
person's
feel.
the sweet, loving, giving you the nurture.
Yeah.
Or the person that's really nurturing and emotional. This person gives you the excitement and the sex and maybe something hot. It's like
I think
it's
that's
filling
what
a
Kwame
need.
was doing with Micah and Chelsea. That's what I think.
I think Chelsea was
Like,
too perfect. She's a real woman. She was
yeah.
like, from the jump, it's Kwame. I like you. You're my soulmate. I want to, when I'm with my man, I want to connect to his soul. And
She's sexual too. I love that because she would say a lot of sexual things, and I'm like the same way. And I thought like, oh, is that forward? But I'm like, hell no, bitch, ask that shit. Like, say that shit.
She knew what she wants.
I liked her because she was like
loved her.
Yeah, she was just a sexual person, and I was like,
I love her, and she's funny as fuck.
She is.
She's
she doesn't even mean to be, I don't think, but she's
I like her. I feel like she's so funny. So I think they have a lot of potential, but there's a whole bunch of drama with this whole Micah girl, and we have to talk about her. I feel like just a little bit. So there's another girl, which we'll talk about here in a second, her and her relationship, but he fell in love with a whole nother girl who kind of like, in my opinion, threw him through loops and kind of played him a little bit and was basically mind fucking him. Like I feel like she was just like, she said something,
Micah?
Yeah, Micah was just like, oh yeah, I like you so much and you're just so deep. And she was talking to her friends too, like it's instant and it's perfect and it's so passionate and he's so forward. But this other guy isn't giving me that, which Micah's guy's name is Paul. And she was just like, I think torn between them too, because Kwame was like really for her. So Kwame was like all about Micah. And I think this is important to talk about because he wanted to propose to her early. Like after a couple of dates, he was just like, I'm ready to move forward. Like, I want to propose to you. I feel you. You're perfect. Like, what's up? And I think she's younger also. Kwame is like 33. She's still in her 20s. So I think she's younger. He was ready to go. And this girl literally broke his whole heart. And we'll talk about her more within her relationship. But basically, that's kind of where she falls into this story. She broke his heart. She was just like, well, there's this other guy and he's like a slow burn and there's just still something there that I want to uncover. And like, you're moving too fast. That's a red flag to me. Like, I get take your time, but they had a really good bond. I felt like she really liked him too. They were both very deep.
She was saying things that you would think.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly. I feel like there was even a time too where she told him like, you better not be talking to anybody else. She's like a little manipulator.
Yeah, she was like kind of manipulating it. I didn't like that. I'm not like a huge fan of Micah. I actually initially did like Micah because she looked very soft. She looked very sweet.
Same.
But then when I heard her responses to Kwame, I was like, she is not really answering the question. She's like going around it often. Like she's like, yeah, I mean, it was a lot of like just not definite. And I just feel like she was trying to say things that would give her time to figure stuff out instead of just saying what it was, you know, like I really am leaning more towards this other guy.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. Like I straight up want this other dude. So
yeah,
that is what it is. Instead of like trying to string him along and buy herself some time. I just fucking hated that about her. That
exactly.
I don't know, like honestly, between Micah, Kwame, and Paul, the connection that I thought her and Kwame had was actually a lot stronger than her and Paul.
Absolutely.
So I was just like very confused with her pick and like her judgment. It was
Me too.
why, like what did you, I don't know.
Yeah, agree.
Just didn't, it was just weird. It was a weird flex. Weird flex, Micah.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Like, what the fuck?
But a lot of people do that. Like, you literally have this perfect person in front of you and you sabotage that. Like, I almost think like it's too good to be true, or like it feels too good, or this person is like coming too fast, and you run from that. A lot of people do, and that's what she did. And it comes back to bite her in the ass, which we'll get to in a second. But back to them, Chelsea and Kwame. I think they got potential.
They do. They have some potential. They have a good, strong connection.
Chelsea is the realest bee ever. Shout out to Chelsea. I love her so much. They go through a lot, which we'll circle back. It's okay. Get comfy, girl. Get comfy. No, get comfy because it's getting juicy. Okay, let's talk about Micah and Paul, because I think it goes perfect.
Fucking whole body is hairy. He's got a cute face.
That's how you start?
Yes, because why, Paul? Like, Paul, what is he mixed with?
Who even noticed his body hair?
There's so much of it. How could you not notice it? Like, the hair, okay, usually your leg hair to your thigh hair, you have like a good balance, like some men, right? There'll be hair and then it get lighter when you go up the thigh. Paul's hair is like the same amount of hair on his leg to his thigh. Like the ratio, the leg thigh ratio got the same bush like of hair. And I was just like, damn,
so you don't like body hair?
Not that much. That was a lot. I was like, I don't know. I can't see myself. That's a lot. Like, I know his whole area gotta be thick. It's thick in there. It's thick and thick. I'm like, hell no.
Tina is the funniest person alive.
That he does like manscaping or something. I know this person that promotes that. He may need it because I was concerned. Yeah. I know Micah was thinking the same thing. I don't give a fuck. She was thinking the same thing. She was like, he's got a lot of hair. She's got a lot of hair with her fucking mouth. He has a lot of
I do it again.
A lot of hair. I just can't.
Not the mouth impersonation.
I can't, Paul, with your hair.
This is the fucking funniest.
But I do like Paul because the reason why I like Paul, nerd. An environment. He's a scientist, environmental scientist. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
That's different. Yes. That's dope. Like.
He was like, I did biological oceanography, taking pictures.
So cool. Like,
I love him.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. I think he's cute. He has a very cute face. He's a cute.
I love you.
Why does dainty come to my head? Is he
Paul.
dainty?
He is cute as fuck. He's what's the word? Like, just quaint. That ain't the word though.
I don't know what it is, but he's
what
cute.
It's
just like he's just dainty.
Wholesome.
Oh, he's wholesome. Yeah, he's wholesome.
He's a good guy.
He's like a dainty wholesome. He's just like,
I love him so much.
He is. He's cute. He reminds me of like,
yes,
like boy band vibes or something. I don't know, but he's cute.
He's smart as fuck.
He's smart, very smart. Yeah, we do like Paul.
I love Paul so much. And I actually really liked Micah in the beginning too. So now that we're kind of like more focused on her, now we know she had a crazy love triangle with Kwame. But in the beginning too, she was all like law of attraction and manifestation. And she's like,
she called herself an empath.
Yeah, called herself an empath. She like seems very soulful and like a really good person too. And I feel for her too, because like it is hard in this context. Like if I was honestly talking to 30 people, I'm sure you would like more than one, right? Like it's understandable, but it's like at some point you have to pick two. And personally for me, her whole thing was like we said earlier, she really liked Kwame, but she liked this Paul guy too, right? They were hitting it off. And I feel like her thing was like, it's a slow burn. Like I'm really interested in him and he's really deep and passionate and like this good person, but it was too slow for her. And that's totally Paul, like his personality. He's not like Kwame, like, I want you, I'm ready to propose. He's humble. Yeah. He's just like such a sweet soul. I think it wasn't fast enough for her. Which gets to my little point though. There was another girl who really loved Paul named Amber. And I think that was what really made Micah like want him, is because this other girl was really into him. And there's a lot of girls, right? Like, I want what I can't have, or right, the unforbidden fruit or something like that, right? They want the trending thing or whatever. And this girl Amber got flowers by him. They had a cute little New Orleans date. Paul's from New Orleans. And it was such a cute vibe. And the girl comes in like so giddy and happy on this awesome date with Paul. And I felt like that was when the flip switched for her.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I want him. And she went in there to Paul like, so I really like you, and like, but you need to come for me. Like, you need to tell me what you want, and I need to like see some action. And I think that was when it just like went super left.
Yeah.
Like you really liked Kwame, but now all of a sudden you just turned to Paul.
Yeah.
And you're fucking with Paul's mind, because he really liked Amber and really liked her, and he goes slow. That was what they all should do. And he like, I feel like she kind of pressured him too.
I do too, because I do feel like he liked Amber. Amber was a flight attendant.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that actually meshed really well with them, because I think Paul liked to travel a lot.
Yes.
They talked about that together, and
exactly.
like going to whatever place they would go to together. I think like they talked about a lot of stuff, and I think he initially, I felt the vibe that he liked Amber a lot more than Micah. So I was like,
Agreed.
Also caught off guard when it was like kind of out of nowhere. Micah's like, I want you to cut off all your girls for me. Like, just started making the request, you know? So that was weird. Like it was like, Micah, why though? Like you saw more connection with Kwame and Micah than Paul and Micah, and more with Paul and Amber. It just didn't even make any sense. Like,
and at the same time, she was telling Kwame, make sure you ain't falling for nobody else. It's me and you. Like, she was
right. Like she was playing sides. So yeah, no.
She was a mess. Yeah, I can't with her. So that's a little bit about their relationship. I was torn. I kind of like her. I'm like, I think they could maybe have potential. Like, they do still like each other. Like, there seemed like there was some type of bond, but will it stand the test of time?
Well, they ended up picking each other. So we had Kwame, who secondary picked Chelsea.
Yeah. Oh, because Micah crushed his soul. We have to talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, Micah basically told him that she was feeling Paul more, and that she wanted to try to see where that goes with him before anything. And so Kwame was really heartbroken. He didn't have very many words for that situation. He was just like, well, yeah, it was nice getting to know you. All right, well, bye. And then he's out there bawling and crying, and he's so upset that he had a fucking chip on his shoulder. He was mean to Paul because
cried his heart out.
He was mean as fuck to Paul because he was so jealous of Paul.
Yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah. Oh my God. You fucking reminded me of a conversation. I was like, damn. Paul was like, it's so hard. Well, okay, hold on. I got a little bit ahead of myself. So Micah puts the pressure, tells Paul he needs to dump Amber, and she dumps Kwame, right? This is the whole same night. And then imagine now Kwame just got dumped. So he's heartbroken. They show a scene where he's like crying his heart out. He gets better, whatever. He comes out, and now Paul also dumped Amber, right? Which was the girl he really liked, but Micah put the pressure on and kind of told him like, it's me or nothing. Like, I'm really feeling you
this tomorrow. Like, it was like right away. You got to do it right away.
Dump her.
Like, why is it taking so long? It shouldn't take 20 minutes. Like, I was in and out with Kwame. Like, she was just like,
she was a mess. Paul was so hurt when he dumped Amber, and Paul comes out and he's like in the men's living quarters or whatever. And Paul was like, it's so hard, like being the villain. Like, I can't believe like I had to break her heart. And I think he felt for Kwame because he was like, at least you weren't in control. He said something like that. Like, at least you weren't in control. It just happened to you. But I had to be the villain. Like, I had to break Amber's heart. And Paul was so torn for breaking up with Amber. And I'm just like, this whole show, everybody who like left somebody, like when Micah broke Kwame's heart and when Paul broke Amber's heart, like they were all so hurt. And I was just like, damn, like, why the hell motherfuckers doing this?
Johna
like,
needs support while she's talking about this, because she got her hand right on my leg. She's like, they just look at, here's my leg, here's Johna's hand. She's like,
I love love. I cried. I be crying with these people. Okay, I'm a lover girl.
I could tell she needed some support.
Girl, I was crying. But I thought it was so cute because Kwame was like, yeah, I get it. Like you feel like the villain. But something he said, it's easier when you're not the villain in the story. And Kwame was like, you're the villain in my story.
Oh yeah, I know. I felt that because he was like, at that moment, it was funny because I felt like he was the villain in mine because he got what I wanted. Right. Yeah. That was a nice little flip in a story. He explained that pretty good, I feel like. So
this
he
love
explained his
triangle
feelings really well. And eventually they make amends and they're cool or whatever. But yeah, it's a little jealousy still going on there.
Oh my God. I felt like it was just a whole fucking hot ass mess. Okay. So are we still just keeping it at pods? You want to keep it that way?
So they pick each other. So they do pick each other. So Paul proposes to Micah and they see each other and the vibe was like, it was like
awkward as fuck.
Yeah.
The first kiss was like,
wasn't
they were so
her fucking mouth. Yeah.
Do her mouth. She wasn't feeling him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I knew it.
The crazy thing is she just can't say it. And she doesn't, the hard part about Micah is she barely shows it on her face and it doesn't come out of her mouth. Whereas like with Irene, it's like all over her face, not around.
Yeah.
But with Micah, it's like hidden. And you only know what she says. And what she says is like he's cute, right? Like and Paul is like thinking she's attractive, like, but I think they have a brother sister vibe. Like I feel like you're my family member. It's giving you're my brother and I'm your sister. Like it's giving siblings. Yeah, it's giving siblings. It's not giving like soulmate passion love shit. So that's the vibe. They see each other and it's like, okay, like, but I'm getting siblings. So I don't know about that, but they match up.
Yeah.
Kwame decides he's gonna sing Chelsea a song and like try to make up for the shit. Oh, look at how cute.
Yeah, if you do that.
Shut up.
Yeah. There's you guys on YouTube, you'll be able to see it. It's like a new thing with the platform.
Recording, when you put a thumbs up, it like puts a thumbs up.
Hold it. Well, put it down so it doesn't go on the screen. But if you hold it up, it'll go on the screen. And you can even do hand raise if you like want to. Yeah, it's like the new meeting thing.
That is so cute. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so thumbs up. But yeah, so you know what, we're gonna use that for our couples at the end. Anyways, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Kwame sings a song. You do remember how the song goes? I don't remember, but I know you sang it earlier.
Oh my God, I just want the real thing.
Oh, that was cringe. That fucking song. Kwame came in, wrote a song for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And it was like, first of all, he can't even hold a note. So that was already hard.
I thought it was cute. It's the thought.
And then hell no, hell no. Yeah, it was terrible. And then he tried to like, I just want the real thing. And then like she starts to do it like, I just want the real thing. Like she was feeling it.
They were vibing.
Oh hell no. I was like, that shit is like it was cringe to me. It gave me the ick. I was like, move on fast. Like they were on that segment for like way too 1 minute too long. I was like, we gotta go. Like this is weird. So he sings her a song, proposes to her. She obviously says yes. She's super excited about it because she wants to be with Kwame.
Yeah.
They see each other and it looks like they're instantly attracted to each other, I will say.
Yeah.
He's like, she's got a nice body, like she's cute and she felt the same way. She was like, damn, he's fine. Like they kissed. It wasn't awkward. I think like I felt something with both of them too. Like it was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
they got some shit. Passion. Yeah, they got a lot of passion. Sure. So I definitely see them making it. So that's like I don't care for Kwame that much, but that is a couple that I can see probably making it. like Tiffany and Brett.
Agree. They're actually my second favorite. So I love Tiffany and Brett. I love Kwame and Chelsea. Like some shit goes down too when they like actually go on their honeymoon and she forgives him for it, which I guess we should just talk about that because we're already talking about Micah and Paul. So when they get to the honeymoon, that's kind of crazy. They're in Mexico. And remember, Micah's like still flirting. So that's the only reservation I have about Kwame and Chelsea and Micah and Paul is it seems like Kwame and Micah are still not over each other. Like they go on this honeymoon and they're both still like really into each other. And like
Kwame is the one who needed the closure. Like Kwame wanted some closure and you know
he was way too flirty. He was
this motherfucker had his hand on.
No, like what are you doing? Like you're too flirty. I feel like one of them was like, I would behead him, Jackie. Jackie said I would behead him.
I would have listened off with his head because
as soon as he saw her,
he
was like,
doing that. No, we're not spending, and she's not. That's my problem too. That's my other problem. She's not, and I was just so annoyed with that.
She got
I was
booty.
Like, you gotta
she got a little booty.
Who?
The Micah girl. She got booty because his girl's kind of more in shape and skinny.
Yeah,
I think that's why Kwame just saw that booty and was like, ooh. She's a little young hot girl, and Chelsea's like a real woman. So I think when he saw Micah, he was probably just like, "Fuck!" Like she was dope.
Probably just looked like she looked like fun or something.
She looks fun. That's exactly it.
But I don't get it because Chelsea is super sexual and she's like fun. Like she's out there. She's like, let's fuck you, and they did. Like straight up, Chelsea was with the shit.
Men are never satisfied. That's the fucking problem.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
Micah, way too smitten.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Kwame way too smitten over Micah.
Yeah.
Micah is still manipulating the situation though, because she's like, I mean, I'm always going to be here for you. Yeah. Like, I mean, how are you feeling? Do you feel like you matched well? Like,
yeah,
you know, like just asking all the questions to like get into, and he's just fucking stupid and he's letting that shit slide. Like, and if I was Chelsea, I would have broke that shit up so fast. Like you got 2 minutes.
I would have been dragging motherfuckers.
You got 2 minutes first to like, all right, hey, nice to meet you. Like, we met in the pods, we had a connection. Sorry it didn't work out, but it's nice to finally see you in person. That's it. Boom, you got to be done. But to sit there for as long as they did,
it was
flirting with each other, laughing with each other, touching each other's hands, touching each other. That's where he would have got me fucked up.
She was touching his face.
Why? I'd have been in the face. Why are you touching his hand? Why are you touching his hand? Why are you doing that? There's not even no talking. I wouldn't even be able to talk. I straight up in the face clapping. You can't even talk. I'm just
look at sees you clapping.
I would have been in the face like, we are done. Like, we're done here.
That is so funny.
I would have had to drag Kwame and be like, Kwame.
Right.
Kwame. I'd have been like, you don't know me, but you about to know me today. This is your one and only warning.
And poor Paul. So Chelsea was
Paul
watching
didn't even notice this motherfucker.
Where was Paul?
With Irene. Paul flirting with Micah's BFF there. Irene, he's like, shit, she fine. She got big titties. This motherfucker don't care about no Micah at this point. He saw her as a friend. I'm telling you, I think even Paul saw her as a friend. He was like, yeah, she's cute, whatever.
Yeah.
But he probably was just, feeling the friendly vibes, and she wasn't really putting out either. Like
he said it too. He was still thinking about Amber.
The intimacy with them, not there, like at all.
It's brother and sister vibes. I didn't think about that.
Brother sister. So it's like, like that's not gonna go nowhere. He didn't care. Paul was like, bro, like Irene's fine. She got some big titties. He didn't realize it. Now he's like, all right. They had a good conversation. Yeah. So he was not worried about Micah talking to Kwame at all.
Yeah. And one thing that he said too, while they were like on their honeymoon or whatever, Paul was like, she's so picky about like picking up stuff. And she was like, ew, you just throw your clothes everywhere. And Paul also said like, I'm used to girls who like are into herbs and kombucha and like have paint on their clothes. Like Paul's just such a humble, sweet guy. And I think Micah's too much for him. I wrote that down. I was like, when she dumped Kwame, I was like, she's gonna eat Paul alive. Like, she's just too much. Like,
Yeah.
they're not.
I said what I said about Micah is I think she's looking for somebody to control, not somebody to actually be with, because every situation so far she's tried to control it by asserting her what she wants and wants it to be done now. So she's not looking for a partner, she's looking for a robot that she can tell what to do. And I think Paul seemed like an easy person to do that too. So
and one thing I forgot too that we got to call out, because I feel like with every couple, the villain of this season is Irina. Okay, I don't like to dish nobody or hate on nobody, but this girl irked my motherfucking nerves from front to back. When he broke up with Amber and Amber went out and like was crying and sad, like
with Paul.
Yes, when Paul broke up with Amber, this girl Irina was like all being nosy and like watching her and just
they were like, what are they saying? Let's go hear them, like, you know. And she was trying to do that, I think probably for Micah, because obviously she wanted, so they're like, what is
she's
she,
just
she?
Such a mean
and they just
girl.
laugh about it, like they just
Micah
think it's funny,
is
like
a mean girl because of this Irina girl.
And maybe if she's feeding off energy, which that's what you think, I don't even know. They're both dumb as fuck.
They're
to
just
me.
Both kind of mean girls, for
no reason, just dumb.
Exactly.
But I think that brings us to like the other main character, I think, of this season, which is Zach. Because Zach and Irene matched
talk about
up.
Them. Oh Lord, I got so much to say about that.
Yeah, because they are, you know. So let me just say this, Zach, based off looking at his pictures before I got to know him, I was very upset that he didn't brush his hair. I kept saying that. I'm like, why
do you judge everybody?
Why does he come? Why did he come on the show looking
so
like he did
judgmental.
this to his hair? Like he grabbed his hair and he just pulled it out both sides, and he just was like, and grabbed it and he just left it like that. And every time he comes in the room, it's like he just got up off this bed and the couch, and his hair just all weird, like no combing it, no nothing, just like psh. But I mean, maybe I can't say that because his story is sad and we should have sympathy for him. I still do though. I still have a lot of empathy for Zach and his story, and I actually really like him. But his fucking hair, brush your motherfucking hair, bro. I'm just kidding.
Knocking shit over. Oh my god. She said, let me introduce you to Zach. The nigga don't brush his hair.
He don't brush his hair. Like don't come on here like that. What was he, in Aries? I had to look up his sign because I was like, I love my brother, but he don't brush his hair either. I was like, is he a Virgo? I don't know. But I was like, why he didn't brush his hair? I'm like, you're on a show, sir. Like,
some people don't care. They're here for the flowy, beachy.
He is a lawyer. Vibes. He is an attorney at law. Mm-hmm. Okay. An attorney at law. Like you going in, lawyer. You are going in front of a judge most of the time. Like, I know you gotta brush your hair. Maybe for
work he's more put together. This is a show. He's comfortable. He was relaxed. He was in pods.
No, because I feel like even if it's a professional photo, his hair wasn't like combed.
He still looked crazy.
He looked crazy.
Everybody said that Zach was crazy this whole season. I love Zach.
I do love Zach, but I just feel like he could brush his hair. Like Paul could shave his legs.
Tell him how you feel, Tina. You serious?
No, I'm serious. I am.
So shave your legs and brush your hair when you're around.
Motherfucking leg, boy. Don't come on here, them hair legs, boy. I don't need it. I don't need it.
God, don't judge my
I don't need it. I don't care if I was judged either. Hey, look, I'll laugh with you, but no, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta brush your hair a little bit and look a little presentable and like drink some water or something.
Not drink water.
I drink some water because I don't like when people talk too much and they got spit in their mouth.
He looked thirsty.
He looked like he was thirsty. He was a little dry. He was a little dry in the mouth. I was like, oh, he just needed a little bit of water, so to swish it around a little bit.
The little sticky.
Yeah, the little sticky. Yeah, I was like, now I need to hold on.
You got sticky spit.
Take a drink. I thought you got the sticky spit. Wait.
I hope you guys are laughing with us because this show is a mess and it fucking makes you laugh so hard. I know y'all judging all the characters too, though. Everybody does. Everybody's judging them because they are crazy. This season was characters. She said, "You look like a cartoon character."
Who?
Remember, Irina said Zach looked like a cartoon character.
Irina looks like a cartoon. Irina looks like the fucking cartoon when you sit down at the fair and they draw your face all big and then the body little. That's what she looks like.
Not that. What is it called? Caricature.
Characters. Irina looks like a caricature. And Micah has the teeth.
He does too.
And fucking Zach with the fucking hair. Paul with the legs.
This season is nuts, y'all. I hope y'all are laughing with us.
The only person, I can't say nothing about Brett
or Tiffany.
Yeah,
they're like the most solid.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but they are solid.
They're just chill. I always tell you, real love is peace. That's why they didn't get a lot of screen time.
Honestly, can't really say that much about Chelsea and Kwame either, though. Like trying to at least they were like put together, presentable.
I'm surprised you weren't coming for Kwame because Dart was coming for Kwame.
What do you say about him?
Just how he looked crazy. I was like, leave him alone.
He looked crazy in Mexico, but in the pods, I felt like he was like,
you would date Kwame?
Hell no.
Thank you.
Come on, girl. I ain't dating Kwame ass. Hell no.
Love ain't blind.
No, yeah. That's a solid no. But for Chelsea and Micah, I feel like he was presentable. He didn't look, he was what he was. He's goofy, to me. Like the feminine shit that the feminine energy he has going on is not my cup of tea. That's not what I would date. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Zach, love him.
Oh,
really, his story.
No jokes aside. I mean, put the jokes aside.
no jokes. I'm like, well, cool. All right. Because I was trying to be honest anyway. So
let me let the jokes out. Okay. All jokes aside is what I meant, because seriously, Zach, oh my God. And I'm just like such a little sensitive softie, okay? But tell me your story and I love you. Like, cry out your whole shit. He was telling some of the girls during the whole pod stuff, I'm a stripper. And like, he was trying to be funny, but he was testing these motherfuckers to see if they would be like, or, oh, that's cute. That's funny. Or I don't care. Like, you're a character, right? He wanted to see how they reacted because his mom was a stripper. Like, he told some stories about her not being able to feed him and just her passing away and how she
hold on. Before he even said that, though, he was telling people that he was a stripper for his career. And
to test them.
Yeah, he was trying to do that to test them, but I just thought it was an interesting.
Try it on your dating app. Say you're a stripper and see how many people write you.
People don't care. They'd be like, great.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
They ain't the people for you, though, then. Like, because that was his whole point, I think. Yeah, I guess.
Well, I think his whole point was, do you care?
But a male stripper, would you, if a guy told you he was a stripper, wouldn't you judge?
Yes, I would. Absolutely, exactly. 100%.
And
like, why? He
only wanted the girls who were like, oh, you're funny, or oh, that's okay. Because a lot of the girls were like, what? Ew, that ain't cute. What did he say? My stripper name is Zack Attack or something. Like, he's just so funny. But it was because of a deeper thing. And I think a lot of people that have deep, like, dark secrets or dark past, they make humor of stuff. And that was like his, I don't know if it's a coping mechanism or like a way to feel better about it, but he was making these jokes about strippers. But it's like, because it's a really painful part of his story. His mom was a stripper and he had a really hard life. And I loved him so much.
I wonder what strip club his mom was working at. Because some places don't make money, some do. So then it's kind of skeptical. Like, what kind of stripping was your mama doing?
Oh my God.
Because sometimes they be throwing money, but other times it's like, was she getting like a nickel and dime at this strip club, or like what's up with shit? What's she doing? I need more to that story. I need to know the strip club she was at and how long she was there.
Oh man, I just felt like Zach was sweet to me. I thought he was a good person. I think he's here for all the right reasons. A lot of these cast members, I'm like, maybe you're just here for your Netflix. People are here for the Netflix fame. Some people are here to like look cute or to get attention. And I think he really wanted love. He's also a little bit older. He's in his 30s. I think he had just turned 30. He has a great career. Like, I just feel like he's genuine. He wants love. And of course he met Irina. He met another girl too named Bliss. But yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Irina though from the beginning, because we've kind of just hinted at her and talked smack about her. But I really did like her at the beginning too. I felt like she kind of was like hinting at she was from Russia. She had a hard childhood as well. She opened up to Zach a lot and seemed like a really deep person and had this crazy story, which I think kind of connected them, their struggles when they were younger and stuff.
They both have two insecurities. Zach is insecure because of his background, even though he made a great life and a good career for himself. He's still like insecure about his upbringing, which he really doesn't even need to be insecure about it. Like he talks about it with so much depth and disparity instead of like, yeah, you know, my mom, she was a hustler. You know what I mean? Like he could have spun the story like my mom was a hustle, like she was a hustler, like she tried to make money. We weren't always good, but we made it, you know, whatever. Instead it was like, well, she was a stripper and like we just didn't have much. Like what stripper, you know, don't have that much? Because strippers I know be making some money. So I don't know what was going on there, but you know, he had that insecurity about his life.
She probably didn't brush her hair.
She didn't brush her hair. That's what it was. She didn't brush her fucking hair. I cannot. But yes, so it sounds like, you know, he had that insecurity, but then also Irina has this insecurity about the acne or whatever on her face. And like,
absolutely,
she's insecure about that. I think she's still trying to learn to love herself, but it kind of makes sense a little bit later, but she's insecure about that. Like she's insecure about how she looks. Okay. And he's insecure about his background, and they connected with like a trauma. I feel like this like trauma bond, which a lot of people do when they first start to get to know each other. They always talk about all of the traumas they've been through and they start connecting and making these trauma bonds. And I really think that, you know, the couples that were successful connected because they connected about, you know, they didn't dig so much in the depth of where they were stuck at with their trauma, but more so how they like bloomed. And they were stuck in those two things. For me anyways. And Irina, I think she needed somebody to feel that with her, and Zach could do that because he was there in that in a dark space, I think, similar to her, and that's kind of how I feel like they connected. But I didn't think it was as strong as Bliss still, so I don't know. I just don't like Irina anyway. So it makes me question Zach's judgment, you know, because he was there for the right reasons. Why would his judgment take him to Irina, who did not even do shit for his birthday? Bliss made this motherfucker.
Let's talk about Bliss. Let's talk about Bliss. Bliss was so sweet. They're another one of the love triangles. Okay, so Zach really liked this girl Bliss, and he also liked Irina. Bliss was amazing too. Beautiful soul. She was so sweet. And like Tina was just saying, she even told him about Irina. Like she was like, she's not a good person. Like she's just mean. And I know I see her in a light that I see her in the girls' headquarters. You only see her in these pods, and maybe she's telling you more about her, or you're getting to know her on a deeper level. I love Bliss because she was even trying to like rationalize, like maybe she is nicer to you or showing you something. But if you pick her, like that's going to tell me so much about you, because she was seeing her on the outside. And we haven't even dug into some of the examples of why Irina was just so mean to so many girls in the show, which I'm like, obviously it's her own internal thing. She must have had something going on, because why are you like being so mean to people and just such a crazy person? But Bliss was so sweet. She made this awesome cake for Zach. She was really cupcakes. You're right.
And he liked it too. This motherfucker was eating that shit up while he was talking to her. It was good. He liked it. So
she loved him so much. The song. I hope you dance.
Whatever that. I had to ask her. So I was like, "What are they talking about?" And she's like, "Oh yes, I hope you dance." And some sad shit.
They both. His mom dedicated to him. Her mom dedicated to her. Bliss and Zach were so fucking cute, like on a soul personal, I care about you, you care about me level. And here comes Irina, very similar to Micah. Okay, so they're like the dynamic duo. They were both like just these mean girls. And Irina kind of played the same game, like, well, I'm gonna pack my bags and leave because like I need to know you're all for me. She put Zach in a very hard situation. The same thing Micah did to Paul because he liked Amber, remember? And she basically made him pick her. And Bliss was so heartbroken. Like Brick, I can't even talk right now. Bliss really liked him and like made him the cupcakes, like we said. She tried to warn him about Irina. She was just like, I love you. She was reading from a book for him, like love saves us and it's redemption.
Oh, that was so cute. She wrote him a whole little, read him a whole little thing that I was just like, oh, come on. Like, why would you not pick her? It made no fucking sense. Like Zach's judgment at that moment, I was like, your judgment, poor, terrible. Like, why? No.
I agree. And he was like, Irina's just such a good person. I believe her. I trust her. I love her.
She had a tough exterior. He said like, well, you know, she has this tough, he was trying to stick up for her. She has a tough exterior, but she's really soft. Yeah. And, you know, I think he could see that or, you know, sense it, but he shouldn't have had to do that. He should not have had to do that at this stage in his life with somebody. Like he had way more vulnerability and I think just the willingness and openness from Bliss, and he could have got so much more out of her, but instead he picked.
She was ready.
Yeah, because she was ready, right?
She was ready.
And this girl cared about him, like, you know. So I feel like she was a perfect choice, and he chose Irene, and it was fucking weird. And then what else do you want to say about them? Because I want to talk about when they met.
I want to talk about when they met too. The only other thing I would say is a couple other examples of Irina, because I don't want you guys to be like, you're hating on her and she da-da-da-da. Like, no. So when Micah did the little same mind fucking game with Paul and made him leave Amber came out crying and they were fucking laughing and making fun of her. Also, when Bliss made the cupcakes for Zach, why this girl literally said, can I have one of your cupcakes or one of your candles or something? Like she asked for some of what Bliss was doing. She didn't even remember Zach's birthday. And she even said that in the pod. She was like, I'm sorry I didn't think about your birthday. I hope you feel loved and celebrated today. And Bliss went all out for him. So I just want to like build that context of like Irina, I just can't believe you. Like, I get it. I honestly feel sorry for her. Like, I don't judge her or feel like mad at her because I think she just needs to love herself because she is mean to a lot of people. The girls in the show, the guy that fucking picked her and loved her so much, like she needs to obviously look inside because she got a lot of issues, but she was just mean to so many people. What do you want to say about when they saw each other? Because that was
awkward. Huge. It was fucking weird. It was awkward and cringe and weird and everything. And that's when I think the whole thing started of Zach just being, she created the notion that Zach was a fucking weirdo. It was all her because that's when everybody was started saying it because she was like, can you blink? You're just like staring at me. Like, oh my God. And like, he was, you know, and I think like part of it was one, she's like, he had never seen her before. And
he saw a person he loved. All of them were like,
starstruck, it was like,
but to her, it's weird.
But to her, it was weird. And she created that and then kept it going amongst everybody else, who then everybody else, I think, was like, oh, he is weird. He is weird.
Yeah.
And I think really like like later when you see him talking, like he breaks eye contact. He doesn't look the entire time. And like, but what they showed of him, like looking at her and he's just like smiling and he's like, I think like that would seem creepy and weird.
Yeah.
But I think he was also nervous, you know, and didn't know what to say. And so people were really picking on him.
Yeah.
Throughout the rest of the episodes.
I think so too.
And I think even on social media and like, I think
people are coming for him.
Hell yeah. They were like, he's fucking weird. Like he is a fucking weirdo. Like he just be staring. And I think like what they showed on TV was those parts, right? Because everybody was saying it.
Entertainment loves that too.
Yeah,
they love to get a person who's a little different and make them seem like bad guy or weirdo.
Like they like to stretch it a little bit.
Everybody ain't TikTok perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Buff workout guy. Why is that the standard?
Exactly. And I think he was really just like looking at her in awe, like, and he said she was beautiful. I think he complimented her.
He said she looked like Megan Fox.
I was like, where? What? When he said that shit, I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. I was
so
like,
sweet
bro,
to
I'm
her.
about to call my friend right now because I'm really upset that he said you look like Megan Fox. Like, no.
He was so good to her. So many times he did not ever want to hurt her feelings. Like,
I need him to say he was just joking. When the reunion comes, I want him to say, yeah, when I said Megan Fox, I was being like extra, like there, like that's not the truth because Irene knows she don't fucking look like no Megan Fox. She should have said that too. She should have been like, no, I don't. Like,
she kind of does.
No, she fucking doesn't,
like a
bro.
chunky
Hell
acne
no.
version.
She just has, bro. She literally just has black hair.
Yeah, they kind of look alike a little bit.
They don't.
I got it. I got the vibe.
I will flip this table over. Shut your mouth.
Don't flip it.
I will flip this motherfucker over.
Not identical, but they resemble each
no,
other.
Hell no.
I got what he was saying.
You know what? We're about to just stop this whole shit right now. Sorry, you guys, because we're done. No,
I didn't hear her. I thought she got a lot of fucking demons. She's just an ugly person inside. She needs to love herself and know how to treat people. I feel really bad for her. I feel the most bad for Irina.
Yeah. Well, their situation was cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
And he also sang to her, no?
What?
Didn't he also sing to Irene?
Oh my God. What was his song? I think I wrote it down. I went to another couple.
Some other shit that was cringe too.
Oh my God.
Why y'all singing?
Why
like
are
if
they
you
all
can't,
singing?
you know what? Like I get it.
Wait,
like
it's over here.
oh, it's nice or whatever, but
Cringy
y'all cannot
couples.
sing. Like there was some there, like let me tell you, season 3, that motherfucker, the Mexican dude with that proposal.
Oh, he could sing.
He could sing. Okay. He had a beautiful fucking like Spanish voice.
Name?
I can't remember his. He could play the guitar. He could sing. Now he could sing, and he was nice to listen to.
She did him dirty too.
In season 4, y'all motherfuckers can't sing. Y'all can't sing. Don't do it. Stop it. Cut it. Don't do it. We don't need it. We don't need it. There's other things to do. Read the poem. That's what fucking Mitchell did.
Yeah.
Like do something else that's in your realm of creativity. Like who told you to do that? Was it the producers? Did they tell you to sing a song and like make a full? I don't know who told you to do it. Don't do it.
Someone singing you, even if they don't.
If their voice was like that, to be quite honest with you, no, I would be like, you know what? I'm good.
It's the thought that counts. Tina is.
There's no thought in that. That's rude. It's just it's rude. Don't be coming at me with that voice.
So if you can't sing, I still appreciate you singing a song to me. Sing me happy birthday, even if it don't sound good. It's the thought. Like
well, how your heart out. Different. Yeah, that's different. They really came out and tried to hit a few notes and stuff. And I was like, you know, you can't just
give it up. Give it up.
It was all cringe to me. It was like not even. It felt forced and it felt cringe and it was just not.
I will say, Kwame sounded better than motherfucking Zach. He sounded horrible. I was like, what are you doing, bro? He was a mess. Okay, let's talk about our last couple and then we'll kind of wrap up honeymoon and how they ended it, some of the drama that happened once they got to Mexico. Jackie and Marshall.
That's my favorite couple, actually.
We got to talk about them because I feel like we could have talked about each couple as a whole fucking episode. I know. We low-key should have because
we might have to break this up, you guys. Mm-hmm. But we'll keep going. We might have to break it and upload it separate. Mm-hmm. So
or not. Yeah. We'll see how much time it is. But I feel like I honestly think that every couple is just so much.
Because we basically talked about the pods and the couple, and now we're going into them in Mexico. So we might just break it up. But yeah, we didn't talk about Jackie and them.
Yep, they're last.
Marshall yet. So
what did you think about them?
So Jackie, I automatically loved Jackie. Like there was when she just started talking, introduced herself, like I thought she was cute. I liked her personality. Like
same.
She was like no bullshit. She was straight up. Like this is me. This is what I want. And I loved that about Jackie. And then with Marshall, I felt like he was sweet. He knew what he wanted. Goofy.
Marshall's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So my first impressions of them were both really good.
Me too.
I didn't know that they were gonna like match up, but it started to make sense when they were talking. So
I think Jackie is the fucking funniest person on the whole season. She cracks me up. She be fucking cracking all these jokes. And yeah, I just think she's like hilarious. They both also I thought was really cute, like initially connected because they were like, we have strict parents. And Marshall told this story about his dad being strict about math. And she said her parents were strict too. And I just love how deep both of them are. Like I feel like they have a lot of just depth and passion and emotions. They cried together, which I'm here for that. So this was one of the other love triangles because I think that is so important. Like I count with these motherfuckers I love more than one person. Like after I talk to somebody a good enough amount of time, I know who I like, but whatever. So she also liked a guy named Josh. He was kind of irrelevant. They didn't really show him much, but they were basically kind of arguing about that. They were trying to figure out, or Jackie was trying to figure out who she really wanted. And this is where Marshall shined for me, is he was just like, no, you're my girl. Like, I'll be the bellboy. Like, let's pack this guy's bag. Like, let's get him out of here. And I thought that was like,
and so Jackie liked that. That's what she wanted. Like I think just a man that came in that was like, no, I want you. Yeah. And went out there and was like, which other motherfucker want Jackie? Because I can tell you right now, you gotta go. Yeah. Because she's leaving with me. And I think just how he because he came in, like he was kind of, to me, he was a little square at first. Yeah. Like I saw him being like, he is square, kind of soft. And but Jackie liked that because she needs somebody sensitive because she's a little rough around the edges. So he came in a little more sensitive, but you know, I was thinking, oh, he's kind of square. He was reading her poetry though. She liked that. He was speaking to her soul the whole time, right? She loved it. She was eating it up. And she was reciprocating. She was giving it right back to him, like, show yourself grace. And, you know, when he was telling his story and, you know, when they were like crying together, like they were really feeling each other. Yeah. But he did still seem like kind of squarish. And I think when he bossed up and went out and was like, which one of you motherfuckers want Jackie? I think that's when she was like, oh yes, that is the man for me, because he went out there, fought for her, and she was like, yep, packing you up, leaving with you. Like, I think it was easy to do for her, like she that said, decision. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you. Right. Because he did that. That's right. That's what she wanted to feel. And I think that's what we would all want to feel. If you're on a show like that, you want to know you're the one that somebody wants. And he really showed himself when he did that. And I think at that moment, he wasn't really a square to me anymore. I was like, oh, hell, oh, okay. Go get your girl. Yeah. I was like, that was really attractive. That turned me on. That turned her on. Yeah. So we like to see it. We like to see it. I was so happy too. I was like, damn, he's so cute. That's the other thing about Marshall that I really liked. I know. I thought they were both super cute. They kept saying he was kind of like Fresh Prince vibes or something. Yeah. Made them think, like a little, made them think of Will Smith. He's funny. They're literally both the funniest. Okay, we could talk about when they meet because I thought that was everything. She was like, all I know is he better not have halitosis. I wrote that down because I know. Funny. I was like, what the bitch? I have not heard somebody say halitosis. Like, I know she's a dental assistant, so she's like big on teeth, I think. Yes. And I was like, halitosis? What is that? And I guess, what is that? Like cavity shit or something? Like rotted tooth or keep something? Keep your teeth clean, please. Yeah, keep your teeth clean around Jackie, because she gonna notice that halitosis. So don't have that shit. I feel her. Hilarious. Just don't come around with the halitosis, okay? What'd you think of when they met? It was so cute. Like so them cute. Too. Yeah, it was very genuine. Like you could feel it with them. Like instantly they were attracted to each other. Yes. Yeah, this is like another couple that I think is like that was genuine and attracted, and he knew she was like, she's fine, and she felt the same way. They kissed, like she smacked his butt and he was all like, yeah, and he did like little moves, and she's like, that's my man. Like they were goofy. They're goofy. Like they seem to like have it all right now. Yeah. So I agree. We got to talk about her outburst though too, like why they're so bonded. Damn. So all these couples, these are all the couples that match up. So now they get to go to Mexico. So we had 5 couples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yep, there's 5 couples that matched up that get to go to Mexico so that they can get to know each other more. We can wrap it up kind of where they're at now. Yeah, wrap it up where they're at now. So We want to do another episode or we want to keep
No,
it? All right.
I think we should just
All
wrap
right.
it up.
Cool. Well, Tiffany and Brett, they
They're
get to
fabulous.
Mexico. They're great. He buys her a bit. He's like, I buy you a bathing suit. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. She's like, what, bitch? I'm gonna put this shit on. She put it on. He was gripping her booty.
Yeah.
They were kissing.
Yeah.
They were hot and steamy. She said she was on her period, but she
Yeah.
told somebody because they asked, of course, everybody asked, like, did you guys do it yet?
Mhm.
And she's like, well, I'm on my period, but that doesn't mean that we didn't do stuff. So we know she was doing something. She was doing a little something.
Dora was all like,
she was juicing it up for him. She was
I
like,
was dying when we watched it together.
Oh my god.
You gotta take care of your man.
What do you think she did? She gave him head?
I don't know.
Hand job?
Girl, I don't know.
I would laugh if it was a hand job. I hope she gave him head. I know she didn't go on there like, well, I'll give you a hand job. He'd be like, what?
Oh my god, you are too graphic.
I'm sorry. I would feel that way, I guess. I'm like,
I fucking love you.
no, mouth, not hands. Mouth, not hands. I was like, girl, get them hands. Let me see that head. Okay.
Theirs was good though. I feel like they're Mexico. Perfect. They loved each other. They didn't have no issues. I feel like they were really good in Mexico. They ended still on the same page. Good vibes. Did they have any flash? There was a quick flash forward to, but they didn't have any issues. I don't think. Right. The fake ass like wedding scene, but they're good. I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think that was for dramatics. So
I'm still for them. I think they're gonna do great.
Yep. Jackie and Marshall, we might as well quickly talk about them too. I think they're good. Like Mexico, they didn't have no issues. They ended. It's cute. They good. The flash forward showed a little joke that you thought was funny when she was like, "We're not even having sex."
Oh yeah, it showed like it seemed like maybe Jackie was having like another moment.
Yeah.
Because earlier when they met, she was like crying kind of hysterically, but mostly about family stuff. And Marshall was there for her. He's like, I'm here if you need me. He was right outside the door. She locked herself in the bathroom crying. And then later she was like, I'm sorry, I had a moment, which I feel her because unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you want to call it, I have done that before. Yes. I have my moments. She had hers. So that was the one thing I feel like.
And it seemed like something at home, huh? I'm like,
it was home stuff.
Because
she said like she missed her family and like, you know, she's the one who takes care of everybody. So I low-key was like, what's up with Jackie's family? What y'all doing over there? Like, what's up? Like, y'all bugging her? Or like, what's up? What's going on?
I think she takes care of everybody and she just has this burden. She felt guilty. I'm over here on vacation and having fun. Like,
well, Jackie, I'm glad that she got on this show because I know as a dental assistant, you cannot take care of your whole family. You got a side job, ho. I don't know what you're doing, but you doing something if you take care of your whole family as a dental assistant.
We're supposed to be feeling sorry for her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She knows she feels me and she knows she does something else too, or she doesn't. But
that's probably why she got on the show. She trying to make a way out.
She got money on the show. Yeah. So cool. Like that's what's up. Good for her.
And maybe that was like her. Like this better make it for me. Like I better make it on the show. Money. Because she probably trying to take care of her family.
That's a Capricorn. Love and money. Hi. I'm a Capricorn.
I'm weak. But she was struggling, y'all.
Yeah. And that whatever she was feeling at that moment had to do with whatever was happening in her family.
Yeah.
Marshall was there for her.
Oh, he's so good. I love Marshall.
Yeah. And then she came out and she's like, you know what? I'm sorry, babe. I had a moment.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and he was cool.
Like, he's not a man she needs. I mean, not. I knew I was gonna.
He ain't a man.
I was ready to say it.
No, Jackie knows that though because she's a Capricorn. She's like, yeah, you're right.
He's not a man she wants. He's a man she needs. He was there for her. Oh man, he loves her. I think he could be good for her. He can help her get through all this.
Yeah.
Unpack her baggage. You need a motherfucker that's gonna help you unpack your baggage.
I think they go well. We know Jackie's a Capricorn because we looked up their zodiac. So Jackie's Capricorn, Marshall's a Virgo. We think like that could be a good solid mesh right there. But we'll see though, because Jackie does have her moments where she seems really aggressive.
Yeah.
And Marshall doesn't really seem that way. And I think when she does that, she's trying to test him to jump out of his masculinity and put her in her place. I think she needs that often. And so that clip that we see at the end when she's like, we're not even having sex. And he's like, well, you said I'm not even man enough, or I don't know. She must have said something to him, but whatever she was doing, she was looking for him to jump out at her and be like, look, bitch, sit the fuck down before I slap your ass. So she could be like, oh, never mind. You are a man. Okay, I'm good. I'm sorry. Like, that's what she was looking for.
I don't know.
Once he does that, once he does that, she'll shut the fuck up.
I do not condone this. No man is talking to me like that.
Well, she will shut the fuck up.
She needs someone to put her in her place.
She is. She wants to be put in her place. She got a little too high on her pedestal, and she's waiting for the man to come in and be like, you're in my seat. Get up.
Some people need a leader, I guess, maybe. Or
well, I think Marshall does lead, but I do think that she at times takes it upon herself to probably do that.
Yeah.
And then she starts getting in her head like
she don't want to wear the pants.
Yeah, then you need to be a man, all this shit. And it's like, well, he was, right? He is, but she's just getting in her head. And so he just need to come up there and be like, all right, you're sitting in my seat, move. So I think once he does that, she'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She'll back down a little bit. She just, that's a her thing, but he's still a good dude. He's a good guy. And
I felt like she's just really hurting. She has a lot of internal stuff and home stuff that she needs to figure out. And she's on this vacation and it's these beautiful days and all this like feel good moments. And she's like, this ain't real. Like, I got to go home to some real shit. And this is feeling a little too good to be true. I think she felt guilty. Like, that's not imposter syndrome, because it ain't like she was trying to be a certain person, but like not feeling maybe like she deserved this reality TV famous world. Like, she's like, I gotta get home. Like I was getting imposter syndrome, but in a weird, that ain't the right word I'm trying to say, but yeah, I think I love her. I think Marshall, it was more like she was just, what she was experiencing just was not going to be her reality. I don't think she was confident that was going to exist outside of Mexico. She said, it's not you, Marshall, it's me. I think she got a lot of shit she need to work on. And she knows that. And I believe in her. I feel like she could. I believe in her too. They got a lot of potential. I love her. Yeah, I believe in her too. I love her. She's funny. I think she's real. I think she's the realest one. Yeah, I think she's real. I think like despite even just like the breakdowns or whatever, I think that's all, to me it's normal. I think so normal. I think they'll make it. If somebody said no, it would be Jackie. So absolutely. That's what I think right now. Marshall's obsessed. Yeah. Marshall's like, I'm here for you. Like, I'm not running anymore. Like, so Mika and Paul, so they're home Mexico. We already kind of talked about it, that they gained over each other. Mika and Paul, they're giving friends. It's giving Micah's gonna try to infiltrate Chelsea and Kwame's relationship, and she can't see what happens. Yeah, and they did a flash forward home where I think her and I just want to check on you. How are you? Did you think you made the right choice? Like, bitch, let this nigga go. You really want Chelsea to fight you? Chelsea gonna come for her. I think. Oh, Chelsea, I hope Chelsea. Come on, Netflix. Hey. Chelsea needs to drag Micah. Listen, I'm here. Never mind. I don't condone this toxicity. She doesn't condone it. I condone it because I feel like because she keeps trying to take her man. Let him go. You dumped him. You broke his heart, and she still keeps. I think Kwame even says something too, like Micah she has a spell over him. Like, as soon as he went to talk to her, because she made a dumb joke about cheers to our failed proposal. He was mad as fuck. He was like, oh, heartbroken. Pissed. Why you make a joke like that? And she's just like, but I still really love you. Yeah. And I just want to talk it out, and I'll always be here. She keeps saying that. I'll always be here if you need anything. Like, he has Chelsea, and let him go. You don't know what you want. Pisces she can't do it. Micah is gonna come in and do some shit. So is Irene. But yeah, Micah, we got our eyes on her. She's like very. Oh no, Zach and Irina, I think they're done supposedly. Remember, but Irina's gonna try to get Paul because we didn't even say that. No, the plot thickens. So this was gonna happen. Wait, we didn't even tell him. Why? Well, hold on. Paul? Wait. We talked about everybody else already, right? Okay, cool. All right. So Irina had that conversation with Paul. Remember, we talked about it because at the same time, that's when Micah was having her conversation with Kwame. Yeah. So Irene connected with Paul, and so Zach and Irina decided, obviously they're not working, so they might as well just call it quits now. Yeah. And Zach decided he's going to try again with Bliss. He's going to go see what's up.
But Irina was like, I had such a good conversation with Paul, and yeah, I kind of want to see where that goes. And Zach made a comment like, oh shit, here comes, Irina's gonna come for everybody. And I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Micah is gonna try to get in with Kwame again. And I think that Irina is gonna go try to talk to Paul and see what she could do there. That's what I think. Maybe. I don't
And
know.
how fucking fake is this? Because
They're
Irina
friends.
and Micah have been best friends the whole time. And now all of a sudden Irina likes Paul. Like I was just when they dropped these episodes, I was like,
honestly, these motherfuckers don't even know each other.
crazy.
They just came on this show and buddied up and became fucking.
But that's fake. I ain't gonna act like I'm
That's
your friend
fake.
and then want your whole man. I couldn't.
It is fake, but hey, they're there to find love. So
I couldn't. Not you being my friend, but you like my man.
they're not real friends.
I guess.
They're just like show friends.
They all here just to get their
They're just
love.
like we're on
Irina,
the
she's a
show.
Scorpio. She's a savage.
Yeah,
She's
that's
selfish.
right. Irina's a Scorpio.
She ain't
Micah's
her
a
friend.
Pisces.
Oh, that ain't her friend.
Yeah.
She here to
But
do
you
what
know
she want.
what? But you know what? I feel like in the preview that we saw, it looked like Irina does tell Micah that she has feelings for Paul.
Yeah.
And Micah looks really confused, but low key, I think we just need to see more because I feel like Micah's gonna be like, well, that's fine because I have feelings for Kwame. So
she ain't even really gonna care, huh?
Yeah, I just don't think that they're gonna really give a fuck. So
I could see them not caring. They're both just young and goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy girls. I can't. Yeah. I think that was like kind of we wrapped up Mexico for all of them too. Jackie Marshall cute, Micah. Who knows what'll happen with them? I think her and Kwame are never gonna get over each other. They should have just dated. Tiffany and Brett are perfect, but
all right, I have questions.
Let's ask.
My first question would be to everybody, okay? Because I want to know what you think too and why.
Please.
But Johna, who would you fall in love with if you were in the pods?
Brett's the only person. Without a doubt. Oh my God, he was so deep. I loved the story of him not having electricity and water. Like, motherfuckers can't relate to that. I can. I've literally been in that situation. Brett, beautiful soul. Like, he been through some shit. And I think he has really good intentions. So he is just, damn, like a beautiful person. He's cute too. His dimples, he's cute. He's cute.
Yeah, he is cute. I agree with that.
He's the only one. The rest of them, nah. Who would you date?
I would date, for me it would be Brett or Marshall. It would be between both of them.
You thought Marshall was cute?
I do. I think Marshall's cute.
Oh.
He got pretty eyes.
He does have like.
Marshall, you got some pretty eyes.
Hey, holla at Tina.
Yeah, holla at me.
Jackie don't work out.
Jackie don't work out. You want another Capricorn? Like, come hit me up.
An older, mature one.
Would you like an older Capricorn? I thought Marshall was cute. I think he had pretty eyes.
Yeah.
I liked his story. I liked that he was soft. I also liked that he was very logical. I think their dynamic is hilarious because I feel like I would have something similar to him where it's like you kind of want to talk shit as a Capricorn. You're like, yeah, fuck, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, everybody has their preferences. And you're like, the fuck? Like, say a little bit more. Like, talk shit with me, like. So I feel like we'd have the same, but it's good for us, to have that dynamic. And so I feel like he was just soft, but he was comforting, and the poetry, the certain things just like captivated me. And the same with Brett, like Brett's story, how he got in the position to be where I could relate to that because I don't have a degree, but climbed up the corporate ladder too, I guess you could say. So I feel like we would relate in that way and have the same creator mentality, which I love. Because we could have just been victims of our circumstances. So I love that about Brett. So it would have been definitely between Marshall and Brett.
He's ambitious as fuck. I could see you and Brett matching low-key.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. Brett is fine.
Okay, what's your next question?
My next question would be, could you forgive someone for falling asleep on you mid-conversation?
Absolutely. I think in that context too, like he was like, they were having a deep ass conversation. She was explaining, and we're talking about Tiffany and Brett. Okay, Tiffany took a whole motherfucking nap in the middle of a express my love.
I think it was
combo.
bedtime. I don't even know if it was that. It looked like it was everybody's bedtime.
I'm sure it was late. I feel you, sis. I be tired. I fall asleep on Tina all the time.
I know.
Do you forgive me? Yes.
I don't even, girl, I
be
be
tired.
talking too.
I be tired.
I be talking just to talk.
I could forget it. If it's like a person I just met, not on the first, second date or like first, second call, because that means I'm boring you and you really ain't feeling me. But like they had really known each other. They were having a really deep combo. It was probably a long combo too. We didn't see the length.
Yeah.
I think he knew, like in that situation, I would have forgave him. Like, okay, we got really deep that night. And you got a little tired. So would you forgive someone?
No. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I've had somebody fall asleep on me when I was talking about something like super deep. And then I was like low-key kind of irritated because I was like, really? Right at the time when I'm like opening up about this situation, right? But we talked like after that and we were fine. But in that moment, I felt like Brett, I was like, what? Like they fell asleep on me. And then, but once I think I was really young when that happened too. Now being older, I'm like, hey, if you fell asleep, I feel you. Yeah. Cause I'm tired. Like, yeah, take that nap or whatever. So I would definitely forgive. That's not that big of a deal. Okay. What would you guys do? Let me know.
We need the reactions.
Out of all of the Love and Blind seasons, who had the best musical performance?
I can't even remember the others. You should have told me so I could have looked back at them.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's definitely a couple of them from seasons 1 through 3, but for sure it was the Mexican dude with that sang in season 3, because I remember like he was an actual musician.
He was like a whole opera singer.
He was a whole fucking what is it?
What was their names?
Mariachi singer? I don't know.
But he had that like like opera fucking singing voice. I don't remember his name.
I know, I don't remember his name either.
Oh, I'm so mad I can't think of them because they were both so cute. I feel like she broke his heart too. Damn. It was the last season. Season 3. You'll have to go look through it.
Yeah, let us know what you think. And my last question to you would be, who is taking the biggest risk on love right now? The biggest risk.
Ooh. Damn, that is tricky. I definitely think, let me look at all of the couples side by side so I can think about this, because this is a really deep question. Damn, honestly, I'm looking at everybody's names. I'm going to say Chelsea, because I think Chelsea is a phenomenal woman. She's smart, she's bold, she's so passionate, so loving, so caring. She's already forgiven him for all his little Micah, whatever her name is, flings and him not getting over her. She even asked like, are you over her? Have you got your closure? And he's like, kind of. And she was like, what? Like, she's just still waiting for him to come around and like treat her right.
Yeah.
She deserves so much and she's risking a lot because he could break her heart. I think she really loves him. So I'm gonna vote Chelsea.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel that way too now that you broke it down that way. I was gonna say Zach because Zach is going to see if he can get Bliss back. So I kind of felt like he was taking a risk with that because she could easily just be like, fuck no. Especially now she gets to see what he looks like and he picked the wrong person. Like, so it's almost like, does Zach and Bliss have a future? Do we think that they have a future?
Right. What do y'all think? Should Bliss forgive him?
Yeah. Should Bliss forgive him? And is there a future with Bliss and Zach?
And should Chelsea forgive Kwame and like let him figure this out? It seemed like he's doing her dirty. Does he deserve Chelsea? Like, what y'all think? Chelsea deserve better or no?
Chelsea, yeah. We need to know. I certainly think she does.
I think she's too good for him too. Okay, you got any other questions? I had wrote down a few that we talked about too. I think you already said who you liked, who you would date, our favorite couples. Everybody knows, I think Tiffany and Brett, that's kind of our favorites.
And also Marshall and Jackie, that's like my second.
Okay, mine's Tiffany and Brett. And I like Kwame and Chelsea. I'm praying that Kwame, he got a little bit of redemption at the end. They did this whole sacred ritual and he was like, I love her and I want to figure this out. But then there was a flash that he's still talking to Micah. So I don't know. Exactly. But I have hope. I have hope because I think Kwame is a good guy. He just needs to get over the whole Micah and realize what he has. Chelsea's a gem. So, okay. I think you said, who do you think has the best sex? I thought that was hilarious.
Who do I think has the best? I actually think right now Jackie and Marshall are having like the best sex. Because she made like a comment. Fuck, actually I'm lying. I think Chelsea and Kwame are having the time of their lives. You know why? Because Chelsea is super sexual. She's like,
that's who I voted.
She's super physical touch, like touch me.
Sex is her love language.
It's her love language. So I think that they're having the best sex right now.
Who do you guys think?
Sure.
Who's having the best sex life? Or who would have the best sexual chemistry out of?
Who has the most passionate? So I think they're having the best sex because I feel like they're both feeling it and it probably feels really good for both of them.
Yeah.
But the most passionate, who's having the most passionate?
Oh, Tiffany and Brett. They're the only ones I think that are having soul connecting sex. Ugh.
Yeah, same.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Most cringe. Which couple got y'all cringing?
Well, yeah, mine was Irene and Zach. Jump.
Absolutely.
That was the most cringe. Irene and Zach are the most cringe fucking couple. It is a blessing that Zach was like, let's just call it quits. I'm so glad that God touched his soul and told him to speak those words. Because when he did, I was like, it was like, thank you. Thank you. You didn't drag this on. Yeah. I am so happy that I don't have to see this anymore. I was tired of it.
Yeah.
And Irene was rude about it. It's like, I know I treat you like shit. I know I'm rude to you and blah, blah. It's like, all right, cool, bitch. Like, let's sit on separate places on the plane. Motherfucker, he didn't want to sit next to you anyway.
She is such a mean girl. Like,
seriously,
God, girl. I love her so much. I hope she can love herself and love someone, not just for their fucking looks, because she was really mean to him and to a lot of girls on the show.
Well, I'm glad Zach had the fucking balls to be like, let's just call it quits. Like, good for you, Zach. Thank you for doing that. That's the best thing you could have ever done.
I agree.
That was the most cringe, for sure.
Cringy as hell. You're a crazy mom. Why do you keep blinking at me? You look like a cartoon character.
Like, he can't look at you. Like, he can't, like,
he was cringe too.
You. Like,
he's cringe.
Yeah, too. I know. He's weird.
He's a little goofy, but in the best way. I like somebody who's weird. Maybe because I'm weird. I feel you, bro.
No, I mean, I'm weird too, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like on a scale of Irene and Zach, whatever scale that is, fuck Irene. That's the
whole point of season 4.
The whole point for me.
Everyone's saying it. So yeah, I love you, girl. I hope the best. I'm praying for you because woo.
She's fine.
She a basket case.
She's fucking fine. You don't need to do nothing about her for her. Like, she's good. She can live her life.
She needs to know. I hope she watches these. She's probably looking at all the people critiquing the show.
She already said what she said. She said, look, I treat you like shit. I judge you. I blah, blah, blah. Like, she said what she said.
She took accountability for her.
She did, though.
I was proud of that.
She just said,
I was proud of that.
Look, like, she tried to start in the beginning with I don't even care about
She still trying to take her best friend man.
Well, I mean, her best friends know better.
Not us trying to justify her, and she's still fucked up.
Shit, she's crazy.
Her
friend's going for somebody else's man, so she might as well go for her friend's man at this point.
That's different. That ain't her friend's man.
They're not even fucking friends.
To me, that's a friend. If in the
okay,
is Micah the two people who vibe?
Are Micah and Irene really friends?
Some people don't know loyalty. That's the
problem.
They're
not even friends, though.
They were the ones who bonded. They were sleeping on the couch cuddling.
Bro,
do you sleep on the couch with anybody?
They're showmates. That's it. They're showmates. They're on the same show. They're there for love. They're not there for friends.
You don't think they owe each other loyalty?
They don't know each other from a can of motherfucking paint.
You different than me. I feel like
They
if I'm
don't
not
even know each other.
if I go
They
on a
just
TV
met.
show like this, let's say we're on a TV show and you're the one person that I do connect with,
Girls,
and we chit-chatting, we vibing, we sleeping on couches together, you better be loyal to
Couches.
me. They slept on the couch so many times. Like, I need to get a picture of it. I wish I could insert that right here. They were, a lot of times they flashed, they were sleeping on couches together. They were like besties. I'm just like, whoever I connect
because
with in
you
the
know
show.
why? Misery loves company. That's fucking why.
That's my
They
point.
both are miserable.
They're both miserable.
And they needed company. Like, but they're not real friends. Like, I don't think they're real friends.
They
I
acted
just
like
don't.
it. That's the problem. They
I
acted
just
like
think
it, but
that
they really weren't. They're
misery loves
two-faced.
company. Yeah.
Most people are.
Yeah. So I feel like she's gonna go. She's definitely gonna go for her man, and that's what's gonna happen. But
we're gonna see if she even cares. I think she's gonna be hurt. She looks shocked to me. And
she
now
just
she
looked a
really
little
gonna want Paul again. Because remember when Amber wanted Paul, she wanted him. Now
yeah.
Irina wants Paul. She gonna want Paul again. Watch. Oh Lord, Netflix, y'all make me fucking have a headache. Because I already know what's gonna happen. I'm predicting
If that does,
Mhm.
I mean,
we saw it. She was still trying to come for him.
But now she sees what he looks like, so she probably, I feel like she'll be more fixated on Kwame.
You think she over Paul?
Yeah, I think they're just friends. I think they're just giving brother and sister.
Last question.
Not even touching.
Who do you guys think is gonna pass? I can't even talk. Who do you guys think is gonna pass the test of time? Who will get married and have a successful marriage?
Brett and Tiffany.
Okay. Anybody else?
I actually think that Marshall and Jackie really have a lot of potential. So I really have to say them because I think like they can grow a little bit together. It kind of reminds me of Matt and Colleen in season 3. Like they were not fully mature.
Yeah.
They have something, but they're still together. So I feel like it's giving like Colleen and Matt, like they have some things, but I think they'll make it too.
Yeah.
So it's funny because last season, Brett and the other girl were the couple that made it. Now it's a Brett and it's 2 Bretts. The other guy's name was Brett too.
Brett with who?
With the white girl. And that's like rich with the Jewish family in season 3. Was his name Brett too? The white dude? Was his name not Brett?
I think he was like Brandon.
Oh, was it Brandon?
I don't know, but it wasn't Brett. What the fuck were their names? We watch all the Love is Blind seasons too. Look up season 3 cast. I can't remember their names, but look them up because
maybe it's Brendan or something.
Brennan.
Oh, is it Brennan?
It's Brennan or Brendan. Oh. Now you got it. Yeah, it was Brennan. And I liked her. She was funny as hell too. The little thick Italian princess. Wasn't she like? She looked like royalty or some shit. Okay, so the people that I think would stand the test of time, probably similar, Tiffany and Brett. And I honestly think Jackie and Marshall, they have a lot of potential to me. I feel like they could be really cute. Maybe Kwame and Chelsea. I think if he can stop playing games and get over this Micah girl, they have a lot of potential. I think Chelsea's just a great woman. We'll see. She's already forgave him once, so I think she ain't gonna take much.
I don't think she'll do it again. I don't. I think if he does it again, she would confront him and
it's over.
It'd be over. Yeah.
You walking on eggshells, Kwame. So you better treat your girl right, because those are really the only 2 though. 3. Tiffany and Brett, Jackie, Marshall, Kwame, Chelsea. Micah and Irina. I just have no hope for them.
Yeah,
so.
me either.
Like I can't.
Yeah, I have nothing for them.
Well, they dropped the first 5 episodes. It was so juicy. I was here for all of it. I think they're gonna drop another 3 this week, so we'll recap those soon. And it looks like they're doing like 1 or 2 every week, so that'll be exciting to kind of keep tabs. Just like every season, I feel like they move in together, they meet parents. It's gonna get real. I think that's really gonna show us who is compatible, because everybody looks great in a hotel honeymoon. When they move in is when shit gets real.
That's when we start seeing some more drama unfold. So I don't know, should be good. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. So yes, Thank you guys
All
for
right.
listening in. Love is Blind is popping. Let us know your thoughts, please. Send us all the feedback. What do you guys think about each character? And yeah, we'll be back to chat more about it as soon as they drop more episodes. So thanks for listening.
See you next week.
Bye, y'all. Love you guys.